These girls were literally falling over themselves trying to get this black guy's WeChat. Even if they're not exactly rolling in cash, these same girls seem totally cool with it.
And what really got him was how some women would just walk right up to these guys, sometimes even offering them a place to crash and spending money on them.
Straight up said she'd rather marry her black ex-boyfriend or another black man than end up with a Chinese husband. She says black men tend to be more romantic and emotionally intelligent.
He said most of these girls aren't really tuned into politics or global issues. They're kind of living in their own bubble, you know?
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. All right, guys. Now, I know maybe some of you remember when I used to do Passport Bros content, and I used to speak on this a lot. Now, what this is about is how Chinese women can't resist black men, right? And you know, guys are going through in the West, and a lot of the black men that are receiving good treatment are African men, right? Because they're willing to learn the language and they're willing to travel over there. But what's happened is a lot of black guys couldn't see how this can be a euphoria for them. And I'll be honest, coming over here to the Philippines, the ladies aren't going to be all over you. But you go over there, oh, they're going to be searching and they're going to be yearning. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me show you.
愿意，我不排斥黑人。嫁给黑人的好处，年薪100万，就是可能经济条件好一点。玩黑人吗？对，如果你跟他玩得来的话，你肯定会跟他玩啊。我身边有几个朋友，他们也就是比较黑嘛，比较喜欢跟他玩。就是很帅啊，而且对我特别。
You see how they talking? Prefer to play with him. All of those things. That's exactly that goes along with the thumbnail you see, right? This is not a joke. Now, I gotta be real. You gotta play on the averages, right? Because that's the same thing we do with modern woman. We use numbers. Like, hey, you want a man over 6 feet that makes 100,000 per year. Your average to get that is 0.05, right? I actually did a video speaking on it yesterday, but yeah, that's what happens. But what's going on is the averages is that the black men are usually bigger than Chinese men. That's just a known fact. And it's showing in the way they are. They like black guys for a reason, but it's not just a fetish. Let's go deeper.
的好，你看他全身都是肌肉，跟他在一起，我特别的有安全感，而且他对我真的很好，很好。我带他出去，我都觉得特别有面。
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what I saw yesterday while walking around in Guangzhou. So like, I was just minding my own business when I noticed this pretty wild scene. 3 Chinese girls were literally falling over themselves trying to get this black guy's WeChat. It's like Chinese WhatsApp, you know. When one of them finally got it, she had this super smug look on her face, like she'd just won the lottery or something. It really got me thinking, like, is this actually a thing? I mean, is it really that easy for these guys to catch the attention of local girls here? It's kind of interesting because, from what I understand, a lot of Chinese girls typically have some pretty high expectations when it comes to dating.
That girl was bad too. But you know, he's salty because he's never had the other gender feel that way for him. And when it's never happened to you, you'll be like him. You'll be salty, not understanding why. It's the way we were raised, because it's not just us. A lot of these guys are from Africa. But they still have what? The same swagger. So I'm saying, I say to guys, if you're from America or from somewhere else, pay a visit. But learn a language like the Africans do, and you'll be favored more.
Chinese guys, you know, like they want this whole package deal with a big dowry, decent money, and their own place and all that. But here's the crazy part. When it comes to some of these foreign guys, even if they're not exactly rolling in cash, these same girls seem totally cool with it. They'll even help.
You know, it's funny he said that. The same thing happens to black men in America, right? Say if a lady gets with a lesbo, then she doesn't have to be 6 feet. She doesn't have to make 100,000. Or sometimes it's like that if they get with a white guy, right? He doesn't have to be 6 feet. He doesn't have to make over 100,000. Same thing. We understand you very much, brother.
Support them financially sometimes, which is wild when you think about it. Like, there's this whole fascination with foreign guys, while maybe not giving local guys the same chance. I guess in their eyes, these foreign dudes have some kind of special appeal that just trumps all those traditional requirements they usually look for. Pretty interesting how that works, right?
So get this, a Chinese doctor did this wild social experiment where he made a fake profile pretending to be a black guy online. Like, seriously, within half a day, his inbox was absolutely blowing up with messages from local women. But yo, here's where things got really interesting. This one girl started chatting him up, trying to get to know him. After just a few messages back and forth, she straight up asked where he lived. When he made up some random location, she kept pushing for more details. And when he tried to keep it vague, she got all impatient and was like, let's just do a voice call. Not only that, but she started suggesting they should meet up in person.
Man, oh man.
When he politely turned that down, she got even bolder and was all like, I'm really into you and stuff. Then she dropped this bomb. If I didn't have a boyfriend, I'd have sent you some spicy pics by now. You wouldn't be able to resist me. Pretty wild, right?
Oh man.
When he asked if she actually loved,
This is the experience guys are looking for. Right here. Without paying for it. Seriously. Because guys go over to DR paying for it. That's the broke guys. Guys are going over to Colombia paying for it. And the only reason I say it's the broke guys because it's so cheap to pay for the box over there. It's nothing.
her boyfriend, she just flat out said, I'm only with him cause he gives me money and he supports me financially, that's why. As they kept talking, she couldn't help herself and sent him a selfie. The doctor was pretty shocked by the whole thing. He mentioned how in Guangzhou, you see tons of African guys around, sometimes even more than locals in some areas. And what really got him was how some women would just walk right up to these guys, sometimes even offering them a place to crash and spending money on them. He was like, what's the deal here? What makes y'all act this way? The whole situation just left him completely confused, to be honest.
So let me tell you about Jenny Kim, this 39-year-old Chinese woman who's been super open lately about her dating preferences and why she's dead set on marrying a black man instead of a Chinese guy. Her stories got everyone talking, her friends, co-workers, you name it, and it really gives us a peek into what shaped her thinking. Jenny's worked her butt off to build a pretty sweet life for herself, but back in China, people keep calling her a leftover woman, yeah. That's actually a thing they say about single women who are past a certain age.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? In China, if women who remain unmarried in their late 20s and 30s, we call them 剩女, which means leftover women.
And supposedly less desirable by traditional standards. But you know what? Jenny's like, totally owning her decision to not marry a Chinese guy. She's got this unique perspective and she's not even a little bit sorry about it. She straight up said she'd rather marry her black ex-boyfriend or another black man than end up with a Chinese husband. She's even willing to skip the whole traditional dowry thing and live away from her parents to make it happen. This whole journey started when Jenny decided to study in the UK during college. That's where she met this black guy and they hit it off right away. They were together for 5 years and after graduation, they both moved to China for work. But here's where things got messy. When Jenny's parents found out her boyfriend was black, they completely flipped out and shut the whole thing down. This created this huge rift between Jenny and her family that never really healed. Fast forward to now, Jenny's pushing 40, but she hasn't budged on this at all. She's like, if I can't marry my black ex, I'd rather stay single than marry a Chinese guy. Her coworkers are pretty shocked by how firm she is about this, especially since there are plenty of single Chinese guys around. When people ask her why she's so set on marrying a black man, Jenny's got her reasons all lined up. First off, she says black men tend to be more romantic and emotionally intelligent.
That's about right. That's about right.
From her experience, they're better at making their partners feel special and valued.
I heard that. That's why they say black don't crack. It's not just the feeling. It's the feeling, the way we talk, the way we act, the way we walk, the way we hold you, the way we kiss you, the way we tell you how much we love you, the way we smooth talk you, the riz. Yes, it's everything.
Since Jenny's killing it in her career and making good money, she doesn't need a guy for financial support. What she wants is that emotional connection. She also talks about how her ex never had that macho attitude she sometimes sees in Chinese men, which let her feel comfortable being vulnerable and showing her softer side. Then there's the whole talent and charisma thing. She loved how her ex could sing and dance. She gets pretty specific about it too, talking about how black men often have well-developed chests and diaphragms that give them these powerful, resonant voices and natural rhythm. Finally, Jenny's big on the physical presence and security she felt with her ex. She says his strong build made her feel protected when she felt vulnerable or in danger. She felt like his powerful presence gave her this sense of security she hadn't found with other guys, including Chinese men. Despite all the pushback from her family and society, Jenny's sticking to her guns about her preference for black men. Her story really shows how personal experiences and emotional needs can shape who we're attracted to. While some might find her views unconventional, Jenny's totally honest and confident about her beliefs, proving she's committed to finding a relationship that truly fulfills her in every way. She's standing firm in her decision, knowing her happiness is what matters most.
So check this out. There's this young black guy who recently opened up about why he prefers dating in China. According to him, dating's gotten pretty tough in Western countries, mainly cause he feels like there's still some prejudice from a lot of white women. But in China, totally different story. He said that while he was studying there, tons of girls were super interested in dating him. And get this, he freely admitted that he'd go along with whoever showed interest. The wild part? Once they started dating, his Chinese girlfriends would cover all his living expenses. We're talking food, housing, everything. He straight up said he'd usually
So this is wild because we know about Shengye and we know about girls that get the bag, but that's wild because it seems like for black guys, you come over there, they get in the bag, they're willing to share. Because she just named one. And for the black guy, she threw everything away. She said, forget the parents, forget everything. I make a lot, I like make enough money for both of us to live. I'm sharing. I got you. Just give me some love. And that's good. That's what guys want to hear.
switch girlfriends every month or two. When someone asked him why it seemed so easy to date Chinese girls, he got real honest about it. He said most of these girls aren't really tuned into politics or global issues. They're kind of living in their own bubble, you know? He mentioned how just a few smooth lines about being the son of a wealthy farmer would usually do the trick. Truth is, he said his family just has a few sheep, one cow, and some chickens back home. The guy pointed out how many of these girls haven't really seen much of the world outside China, which makes them pretty easy to deceive. He also brought up this interesting thing about how a lot of Chinese women seem to look down on Chinese guys, but are super into foreigners. He thinks this mindset basically makes it a piece of cake for them to win these girls over. According to him, it usually only takes one date to get whatever they want from these relationships. I gotta say, hearing all this makes me think there's something deeper going on here. Like, it seems like there might be this lack of cultural pride among some of these girls. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really proud of your culture and who you are, you probably wouldn't put down your own people to try to seem cooler to foreigners, or try to feel superior by looking down on guys from your own country.
You know, after diving deep into these stories, from what we saw in Guangzhou's streets, to Jenny Kim's experience, to that young black man's candid confessions, I can't help but think we're looking at something much bigger than just dating preferences. This isn't just about who's dating who. It's about understanding why these patterns exist and what they say about our society. When we see situations where some Chinese women are willing to support foreign boyfriends financially while demanding high standards from local men, or when we hear about people being easily deceived by false promises of wealth, aren't we?
Look at that mix. They make some beautiful babies, right? Black and Chinese. It's beautiful. But you know what it is, though? As the guy is explaining right now, something different. Ladies, it's even like that where in America, they want something different. You go to a new school, they're all over you. That's what it is. And then they want to participate in your culture as far as the language, because a lot of guys over there they're dating speak Chinese.
You're really looking at something deeper. It makes you wonder about cultural self-image, global perceptions, and how these influence our most personal choices. The real solution isn't about judging anyone's dating preferences or lifestyle choices. It's about understanding that true connection in relationships should be built on genuine attraction, mutual respect, and honest communication, not stereotypes or superficial expectations. Whether someone's Chinese, Black, or from any other background, what matters most is the authentic bond between two people who see and value each other for who they really are. What do you think about all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on these complex dynamics we're seeing in modern relationships. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thoughtful conversations about relationships, culture, and society. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Yeah, but this is why all of the African guys go out there, and I think a lot of black guys and white guys need to go out there as well. I mean, to experience this, man, it's night and day from what happens in the West. Oh, let me buy me this, buy me that, to going over there and the reverse happening. She's buying you things because she wants a different experience, and she's bad. That's the thing. You saw the one guy, the one black guy in the beginning of the video with that girl, bad, dime, in love. She in her face. She got it inside. Guys want to go see that experience, but take a look at these videos, guys, because these next videos get into the way they feel, how they feel when they're around you, how you'll think it's fake, but it's not fake. It's real. You can tell because all three videos, the women are acting very similar. Take a look at this.
Hello, 你好。
Hello, how are you?
How are you? I'm 5'6".
My name is Cha Cha. My name is China.
Your name is China?
No， 不是。你会不会说中文
I love China.
Yes, I know. I love China too.
I love basketball. I love you.
You love me? I love you too.
Me too.
，What's your
你
name?
会中文吗？你会不会说中文
What's your name? My name is Boom Boom.
Boom
？What's
Boom.
your name?
Boom
Yes.
Boom? Yes.
Yes.
My
yes.
name is 我爱你。
我爱你。
你会说中文的吗？
是的，那必须的。
哦。
那你现在在哪里？
我现在在你心里。
Said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
See that infectious attitude? A man can really get used to that. Seriously. You got a woman. It's like, imagine you smashing, right? And then when you're done, she's like just how the woman was there. That was so good. Like you flatter, like you love doing it. You get a little bit stronger, a little bit longer, because she's so into it. Take a look at this one here.
可以啊，这肌肉这么强壮，是吧？有没有学生还是来工作的？ 我是写的这样。哪个部分啊？理工啊？这是什么？是叫新微信。新微信已经做过了，不行啊。
That's right there is wow. Imagine you just took a shower and you come up, you walk next to her, and then you drying and she just touching it, start rubbing it. Like that's the energy she has. And you see how she walked off like it was nothing? This is there every day. A guy could really get used to that, but it's different over there. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that. You guys know about it, but if you didn't know, now you know. But thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell just to make sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Peace out. See you next video.